Do you know, once upon a time, this would have been the most expensive AEG in my collection. If I told you, well, the AEG on its own probably cost a couple of £100, a bit more than that. But once I've upgraded it, kitted it out with everything, this bad boy will run you about £1,000, okay? Now that's a ridiculous amount of money for an airsoft gun. But this is 2017, and this is no longer my most expensive airsoft gun. I'm so excited. I am so excited. It's the DAS limited edition assembly kit, and they chose me of all people, to receive one. Sorry, continue. Right, so the purpose of this first video, part 1, is to show you the unboxing, is to show you what you would get inside a limited edition package, and also to show you how to assemble it, because it does, as you can see, come as a kit. And then once part 2 has been uploaded, I will show you around this Airsoft AEG, I will show you what sets it apart from other Airsoft AEGs, and of course, I'll be taking it to the range. Right, so that's all the dramatics out of the way. Let's put this thing together. So as I was unboxing this and unpacking everything, I was thinking, oh my gosh, how am I supposed to put this together? I'm not a techie, but guess what? It's easier than it looks. Trust me, it's not that difficult, he says. Anyway, this video will show you how to do it. Plus, the people behind this airsoft gun have also put a video on YouTube of how to put it together. So it's really easier than you think. Right, so let's start by assembling the hop-up unit.
And there's your hop-up adjustment.
Okay, so now let's assemble the upper receiver and the outer barrel. At this point, I'd like to point out that this must be firmly tightened, and to do so, you would need to make use of one of these, a barrel nut wrench or barrel nut tool. Now, I didn't have one at the time of making this video, so I rushed down to my local Airsoft techie, borrowed it, tightened this nicely, and job done. Oh, and I decided to order one of these tools for myself because they are quite handy. Okay, so let me put the sling swivel and the front sight together. Right, so this side of the pin, I want it to be flattened a little bit so it doesn't fall out. Job done. Okay, so now we move on to assembling the front sight and handguard. As you can see here, you're supplied with two flash hiders. One's plastic and orange, the other one is full metal. And not orange. Always abide by your country's laws and regulations before you decide which one you attach. Right, so let's install the bolt carrier. Now, on this end of the bolt carrier, you'll see what looks like a screw head. This is your power brake. If you remove this, it will increase the power of your AEG. And you'll be able to see the results of that in part 2 of this video, where I do a shooting test, a chrono test, and show you all the functions of this AEG. Right, so before installing this bolt carrier, apply high quality, high temperature grease. Okay, it's about that time now for the lower receiver to meet the upper receiver and of course the stock, and then we will power it up. Let me tell you now, this comes with a mini Dean's plug. But don't worry, if like me you found it hard to find a battery or a LiPo battery with a mini Dean's plug on it, you will be supplied in the box a spare mini Dean's plug which you can just solder on to a LiPo battery. To install this cable successfully, you would need to make a bend between the fuse and the MOSFET. Right here. Now, because of the high quality of this AEG, you would need a high quality strong battery, and the battery that is recommended is an 11.1 volt 1300 mAh LiPo battery. Oh my gosh, this thing kicks! I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. The fact that this is a limited edition and the fact that you have to assemble it yourself, it gives you an opportunity to see the quality that has gone into manufacturing such a nice AEG. And when I say this thing kicks, it kicks. Even the mags are something special. But wait, I'm not going to tell you anything further. I will actually. The fact that this has a full-sized bolt carrier group, the fact that this AEG stops firing after the last round, and the bolt locks back. Oh, and get this, even if your battery dies and is completely dead, it has an air cocking feature so you can keep on firing. You know what? I'm not telling you anymore. Wait until part 2 of this video where I truly test this bad boy out and give you a full and frank opinion. Obviously, I'm going to tell you everything the makers of this airsoft gun wants me to tell you in part 2, but I'm also going to give you my honest opinion. I know some people are gonna say the usual. Man, you could buy the real thing for a lot less. Or how much? We're talking about the limited edition version here. And if you get the limited edition version, you'll also get a signed certificate and a limited edition number carved into the gun. But please wait for part 2 to see the shooting test, the chrono test, and a look at all the features that this Gbls Dynamic Action System Limited Edition M4A1 airsoft gun has to offer. But this is no longer the most AEG in my possession. In fact, forget the word AEG. But this is no longer the most expensive. But it's 2017 and this, ouch, for